Did you know about this deleted scene in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows? Remus and Tonks' last moment together before dying.
You shouldn't have! It's Teddy who needs you.
He'll sleep till dawn and snore like his father. It's you that needs me tonight.
It is a cold deleted scene from the Chamber of Secrets, where Harry and Ron came across Crabbe and Goyle, while still resembling them. Did you know about this deleted scene in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows? Right after the Grangers left their house, Yaxley came searching for them. Five Harry Potter characters you didn't know their patronuses: Aberforth Dumbledore, Goat; Arthur Weasley, Weasel; Nefedora Tonks, Wolf; Kingsley Shacklebolt, Lynx; Ernie Macmillan, Boar. Did you know about this deleted scene in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, where Harry and Ron were hunting a rabbit to stop their starvation? Did you know about this deleted scene in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, where Snape caught two students making out?
You must. 10 points from Hufflepuff for sit, and the same for Ravenclaw, Stebbins.
Did you know about this deleted scene from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, of Harry and Hagrid on their way to London?
First year students will require 3 sets of plain work robes, 1 wand,
essential bit of equipment, Harry.
1 pair of dragonhide gloves. Hagrid, do they mean from a real dragon?
Well, they don't mean a penguin, do they?
Did you know that out of the 8 Harry Potter films, The Prisoner of Azkaban is the only one that does not feature any on-screen death? Additionally, it is the only film in which Voldemort does not appear in physical form. Did you know that the Harry Potter books have been translated into around 85 different languages, including Latin and Ancient Greek, and the series is far and away the highest selling series of novels ever, written by J.K. Rowling, as the series has sold at least 500 million copies. Did you know this in Harry Potter? Ron's boggart took a shape of a giant spider. The reason why he's always been terrified of spiders is because when he was 3 years old, Fred turned his teddy bear into a huge spider, which traumatized him forever. Did you know this in Harry Potter? Lily Potter had 3 minutes and 30 seconds of screen time, but knowing that she's a dead character, she surprisingly had more screen time than some of the important characters in the series, like Bill Weasley, Greyback, and Kreacher. Did you notice in Harry Potter, the Hufflepuff Quidditch Seeker here is actually Cedric Diggory, but as stated in the book, he indeed caught the snitch instead of getting struck by lightning. This was before Robert Pattinson was cast, hence why the character was played by a different actor. Did you know this in Harry Potter? Emma Thompson used to be married to Kenneth Branagh, but he had an affair with Helena Bonham Carter, and so Emma divorced him, but then they all proceeded to work on Harry Potter together. Did you know this in Harry Potter? We all know that Hermione had to protect her family, so she used the false memory charm on them, but that was not the oblivious charm, which erases all of a person's memory without the possibility of returning it, which is similar to what happened to Gilderoy Lockhart. So the false memory Hermione cast allows her to implant a false memory in her parents' mind, making them believe that they are different people than who they actually are. Did you know this in Harry Potter? In the first book, it was mentioned that some of Harry's Hogwarts letters made their way into the house, being hidden inside the eggs. The cool thing is, there was a scene where Petunia found the letters inside the eggs, but unfortunately, this scene was deleted. Did you know this in Harry Potter? Jason Isaacs, who betrayed Lucius Malfoy, was the one who provided the creepy hissing sound for the basilisk, after Chris Columbus requested that he put his sizable voiceover skills to use. Did you know this in Harry Potter? In the book, Charlie attended his brother Bill's wedding to Fleur and served as best man. But in the movie, a young man with red hair is seen standing beside Nefedora. It is likely that he is Charlie, due to his haircut similar to the one described in the book, and the fact that he and Tonks attended Hogwarts in the same year and probably were friends. Did you know this in Harry Potter? Over 100 actors played important roles in the entire series, but only 14 appeared in every single one of the 8 films. Can you guess who they are? Did you know that Arthur Weasley was supposed to die in the Order of the Phoenix, but was replaced with Lupin and Tonks in Deathly Hallows? Because Rowling knew she needed to bring back the story of parents dying. Because leaving a child parentless is one of the most horrific things about war. If you were in her place, what would you do? Did you know this in Harry Potter? The only actor to appear in both the Harry Potter series and the Fantastic Beasts series is Jimmy Campbell Bower. He first appeared as young Gellert Grindelwald in the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and later reprised the role in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Did you know the Hogwarts castle is protected by several enchantments that muggles are not likely to ever stumble upon the castle? It's said to be located somewhere in Scotland. If muggles somehow come anywhere near it, you will see a rune with signs telling them to keep out. Did you know this in Harry Potter? Harry sticking his wand in the ear. His wand made the night bus come to him. Wizards have to do so in order to hail the bus, in the same manner that a muggle might do while hailing a muggle bus in the UK. Did you know that Harry saved at least 4 members of the Weasley family? He saved Ginny as he freed her from Tom Riddle's curse. He saved Arthur after envisioning him being attacked by Nagini. He saved Ron after he was poisoned in the Half-Blood Prince. Finally, he saved Molly during the Battle of Hogwarts after Voldemort attacked her for ending the life of Bellatrix. Everyone get this wrong about Harry Potter. Ravenclaw's mascot is an eagle and not a raven. Eagles embody the qualities of intelligence, wisdom, and nobility. Ravens are known for being dirty and aggressive. You can check the official Wizarding World website yourself to be sure about it. How are Muggle-born told they are magical? Well, when Muggle-born witches and wizards reached the age of 11 in the British wizarding community, their Hogwarts acceptance letters were delivered in person by a member of the staff, instead of by owl post. The purpose was to reassure the parents or guardians about the sudden news, and explain to them about the concealed magical society. How are students chosen to attend Hogwarts? When a young witch or wizard is born, their name is added by the Quill of Acceptance to the Book of Admittance, which is kept in a small tower at Hogwarts. When the child turns 11 years old, a letter of acceptance to Hogwarts is delivered by an owl. If the child's parents are muggles, they might be surprised about the existence of magic in Hogwarts, so someone from the staff will handle this.
Sorry about that.
How did Luna's mother die in Harry Potter? Pandora Lovegood is known to experiment with spells and potions because she, like her daughter, has an active imagination. One day, one of her spells backfires on her, which causes her death. That's why Luna was able to see Thestros, but it was never explained in the films how her mother died. How many actors played Voldemort in Harry Potter? Richard Brimmer in The Philosopher's Stone, Frank Dillon as young Tom Riddle in The Half-Blood Prince, Hero Fiennes Tiffin as young version of Tom Riddle, Christian Coulson in The Chamber of Secrets, and Ralph Fiennes, who played the most scenes. How much did Daniel Radcliffe make from Harry Potter? Well, for the total of 8 films, Daniel made $95.6 million after taxes and commission. It is how much he made per each Harry Potter movie. How much time would it take to read all the Harry Potter books in one take? Well, it takes 68 hours and 40 minutes, which is almost 3 days and a half, considering one has to eat and sleep. But can you do it? How Professor Binns died in Harry Potter is a weird, funny story. Binns taught the history of magic and was the only professor who is a ghost, having fallen asleep and died at some point, only to rise the next morning and go to his class as usual. His class is considered the most boring one by everyone, apart from Hermione of course. How to enter Hogwarts kitchens in Harry Potter? Unfortunately, we never got to know about the kitchens in the films, unlike the books. The kitchens were located directly under the Great Hall, down the staircase leading to the Hufflepuff basement. The school kitchens were accessible by tickling a pear when a painting of a bowl of fruit. The pear would then jiggle and turn into a large green door handle, revealing the entrance to the Hogwarts kitchens. How to enter the Four Houses common room in Harry Potter? While to enter the Gryffindor Tower and the Slytherin dungeon, one required the password. Ravenclaw's common room requires the answer to a riddle. As for the Hufflepuff basement, in order to reveal the entrance, one must tap the barrel 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. If one tapped the wrong barrel or the wrong rhythm, they were dosed in vinegar. In The Half-Blood Prince, Professor Slughorn refers to Ron Weasley by several names in the book. In one occasion, he referred to him as Rupert, which is the real name of the actor who played Ron in the films. In the Half-Blood Prince film, Harry takes Felix Felicis aka Luck potion in one take in order to help him obtain the memory from Slughorn. But in the book, Harry took only a small dosage for roughly 3 hours worth. The second use was distributed between Ron, Hermione and Ginny in the Battle of Astronomy Tower against the Death Eaters. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, we get to see many shots of the clock tower throughout the film, which emphasizes the plot of the time travel. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry told Mr. Weasley,
Mr. Weasley, why would I go looking for someone who wants to kill me?
But when you think about it, this is what Harry always does. This is one of the coolest details in Harry Potter. During Harry's first year at Hogwarts, Dursley sent him a 50-pence piece, a representation of the Resurrection Stone. Second year, the Dursley sent Harry a toothpick, a representation of the Elder Wand. Fourth year, the Dursley sent Harry a single tissue, a representation of the Invisibility Cloak. Did you know this about Harry Potter? J.K. Rowling insisted that the cast must be 100% British. However, there are 3 Harry Potter characters who were played by American actors. Chris Columbus' daughter, who played Susan Bones, Vern Troyer, who played Greypock in the first film, and Zoe Wanamaker, who played Madame Hooch. This is the untold story about Dean Thomas' father. Dean had been raised by his Muggle mother and stepfather after his dad walked out on the family and was totally unaware that he was a wizard until receiving the letter from Hogwarts, aged 11. Dean and his mom believed that his father abandoned him for good. In the Deathly Hallows, Dean went on the run because he didn't know whether his father was a wizard or not, which put him at risk. However, Dean's dad was indeed a wizard. After being asked to join the Death Eaters, he refused, so he had to leave his family to protect them. Unfortunately, he was killed when Dean was still a baby. Subscribe for more Harry Potter. Was Hermione black or white in Harry Potter? The cast of Hermione and the Cursed Child created a confusion among the fans about whether Hermione is indeed black in the series. Well, the Cursed Child to me is not canon, but the actual canon books ended this debate. Hermione was described as white-faced multiple times in the books. What happened to Gilderoy Lockhart in Harry Potter? The last time we've seen him after the incident in the Chamber of Secrets was in St. Mungo's Hospital. Though he retained some memories, Lockhart never fully recovered. However, he was known to be happier that way. Here's a quick post-credit scene from the Chamber of Secrets of Lockhart in Diagon Alley. What happened to Hermione's parents after the war? Immediately after the conclusion of the war, Hermione tracked her parents and returned their memories. It's unknown how long exactly she waited before she did so, but I think she waited quite some time for everything to be in the right place. Then along with Hermione, they later returned to England, and surely Mr. and Mrs. Granger did meet their grandchildren and engage in their lives. What would Neville see in the mirror of Erised? Neville would likely see his parents healthy and happy, as he represents one of his deepest and most desperate desires. Frank and Alice were tortured into insanity by Death Eaters and are currently residing at St. Mungo's. In the 5th book, Neville joins Dumbledore's army to learn how to defend himself and fight against Voldemort in the hope that he can one day avenge his parents and make them proud. Who created Avada Kedavra in Harry Potter? While the answer to this question is unknown, I think it might be Herpo the Fool, one of the first dark wizards in history, and the first person ever to create a Horcrux and a Basilisk since he was born a Persimmon. So what do you think? Who has more screen time in Harry Potter, George Weasley or Sirius Black? Well, even though Sirius appeared only in 2 movies, barely 3, he has a 20 minute and 45 seconds of screen time, while George has a screen time of 20 minutes and 15 seconds. Who has more screen time in Harry Potter, Voldemort or Draco? Well, even though Draco appeared in all the films, he has 31 minutes and 45 seconds of screen time, while Voldemort has a screen time of 37 minutes and 15 seconds. Who is Erised in Harry Potter? Erised was alone on Azkaban Island. He practiced the worst kinds of dark magic. He would often lure passing muggles to his fortress, only to torture and murder them. After his death, the concealment charms he placed on the fortress and island faded, and the British Ministry of Magic, suddenly aware of the island's existence, other than the fact that the building was infested with Dementors, investigators refused to discuss what other evidence of Erised activities they found within Azkaban, and we all know the rest. Who is the richest character in Harry Potter? For me, I think it gotta be Nicholas Flamel. He had the Philosopher's Stone and managed to create an elixir to grant eternal life and transform any metal into pure gold, which means unlimited money. He's been alive for over 600 years, enough time to produce imaginable quantities of gold. Why did Dumbledore repeatedly turn down the Minister of Magic position? He declined his offer because he didn't want to be tempted by power and was aware of the responsibilities and dangers that came with the position. He believed that his role as Headmaster of Hogwarts was more important and that his talents were better suited for education, where he could positively influence the next generation of wizards and witches. In Harry Potter, why did Myrtle die from the Basilisk's attack? But Colin survived even though he saw the monster through his camera, and Myrtle saw it through her glasses. One possible explanation is that Myrtle mentioned crying before her death, and it's unlikely that someone would cry with their glasses on. However, if Myrtle died without her glasses, why did she become a ghost with them on? Many people keep asking, why didn't the Horcrux inside of Harry get destroyed by the Basilisk's venom in the Chamber of Secrets? Well, it's simple. Fawkes not only saved Harry, but also the part of Voldemort's soul living in him. Fawkes held Harry's wand with his tears, and it also healed the Horcrux inside of him, which is why by the time Voldemort and Harry met at the forest, Harry was able to die and come back. Why Hagrid wasn't able to use his wand in Harry Potter? As we know, he had been expelled from Hogwarts for a crime he did not commit. His wand was snapped in half, and he was forbidden from performing magic. However, when his name was cleared, why wasn't he supposed to use his wand again? Why had he used it secretly? The reason why is that he was expelled in his 3rd year, so to the Ministry, Hagrid was not a qualified wizard enough to use a wand. Why were Harry's parents so rich? Well, briefly, their inheritance is thanks to James' paternal grandfather, Fleemont Potter. Fleemont quadrupled the family's gold when he invented the Sleek Easy's hair potion. After his retirement, Fleemont sold his company for even a bigger profit, enabling him and his grandchildren to live comfortably without the need of unemployment. The full story is in the comments on the right.